Anybody who literally tries to make a video or a post anywhere to complain on why I have over 100 or 200 videos by now, it's because many of you keep attacking the same people and keep slandering them to have an excuse to talk about them and to feel good, to feel empowered. They're easy targets to you. That's why, because you're getting stuck the more and more you talk about them. You're literally showing how empty and depressed you are by beating up on these three people and how pathetic you are because you are obsessed with them. They're your porno. Sonic93, YoshiWii1, and Akai Jane are your porno. It's disgusting. You want them so bad. Well, you can't have them. You bitch about them. You talk about, Sonic93 is a monster. She broke Akai and YoshiWii1. I already proved that these two were not broken by her. Akai Jane has a truce with Sonic93. Leave them alone. You're setting yourselves up. The more you keep getting other people to make videos about them, you are so sad. And when you harass these three, you dare to be stupid. And yes, I'm a fan of Weird Al Yankovic. Don't judge. Or judge. Which one? Whichever. So, let me break it down to you as to why many of you are stuck talking about these three, why you attack them, and why it doesn't help. Blaming or attacking Akai, YoshiWii, and Sonic93 with false narratives equals a child screaming, "The monster made me do it!" I believe there was one time when I got caught doing something. I was really young. I actually used something similar to this phrase, if not this exact same thing. So, even though a few of us have been there, I didn't use that as a kid. Okay, good for you. If you're literally doing that to attack me, shut up. If you're just saying it like, hey, I didn't do that, fine, kudos. At least you're just saying it, being honest. But back to this. You attack and slander other people because you fear change. You fear change and want to control reality to your liking because you fear reality way more than change. Many of us fear reality and change at times, but we also know we cannot control reality however we want. But to conquer it all, you try abusing the hell out of free speech. Yes, you do. You feel so entitled and empowered as long as free speech has no rules or boundaries. The problem for you is that free speech does have boundaries and rules. You just don't want to think about it. And since there are many of us who take life seriously, you try blending in by lying or slandering and pretending to be in the right because you won't accept reality unless reality submits to your pathetic fantasy worlds. There will always be consequences, even with free speech. But of course, you already know that. So what do you haters do? You create fake rules and fake consequences for us to follow. If you truly felt free speech existed without boundaries, you wouldn't be lying to protect yourselves out of fear. You simply tell people, eat my shorts. I don't care. Bite me. Hey, my tongue, not yours. Mother Nature's a bitch, and so is your insert imagination at your risk. And last but not least, I own the planet. Those are the things you would say. But what's funny is that you managed to do so, to say this to plenty of us. But you don't dare repeat it to anyone else when they question you. No, you go, woe is me. I'm the hero and victim. They're the bad guys. How unoriginal. You victim shame in order to play the victim card. So by now, you may already know just how imbalanced the world is thanks to your crave for some Game Genie flavored Gatorade. You need Game Genie to live a happy life? Just find an easy target to pick on, right? Oh, there's my friend Sonic93. What do I do? What do I do? Oh, I know. I do exactly what you haters would do. But the real question is, would you even have my back? Would you even vouch for me after I call Sonic93 a monster? Lie that she is an abuser, a dictator, doxer, and child groomer? You wouldn't, would you? After all, we're obligated to believe these things you imprint in our minds because to you, Sonic93 along with YoshiWii1 and Akai Jane are your source of income. We're just all puppets for you to control, or rather, action figures, sitting around in your toy boxes for you to throw around and abandon until we collect dust and get rejected by you. Is that it? You're too bored to watch Netflix, play Fortnite, sing karaoke with Martian Manhunter, or brag about how Tom goes to the mayor. Yeah, you probably don't know what those. Whatever. I'll tell you what the bigger problem is. You're stuck. You're empty. You keep attacking Sonic93, YoshiWii1, and Akai Jane because you are empty. And each time you fabricate and harass them, you become even more empty. But you don't want to believe it. No matter how many times you attack them, you lose sense of direction. You become more insane and scared. And there's a way out. Leave them alone and own up. But the question is, do you even want to leave them alone? Because that's already one hell of an addiction right there. But you probably sit there and tell me you have over 100 videos, Munchkin, because you're addicted to Sonic. If I was addicted, why do I keep showing how much I care about different people and not just her? Why do I keep pointing out the logic and your flaw behind your own logic within the situation? Because you don't want to believe it, and then you don't want other people who will call you out to believe the truth against you. You are manipulators. Since you haters out there can't resist harassing anyone, since the truth, quote unquote, doesn't matter to you until you squeal after playing victim, let's talk about your logic. By your logic, evidence is irrelevant anywhere. Courts should just ban evidence and accept all sorts of hearsay according to your logic. And by your logic, we're supposed to just ignore cries for help, with people possibly being in danger, all because you say so. But then, when you cry, we're always supposed to believe you. Is that what you want? Is that really what you want? Nah, you don't know what you want other than an escape. And it's fine wanting an escape from toxicity, horror, negativity, oh my god, typo, negativity, and whatnot. But do you ever think about how important it is to clean up after yourselves? When you make a mess deliberately and force us to clean up after you all because you're the main characters, you matter so much more than the rest of the world that you can do no wrong. If you're so damn perfect, why are you afraid to stop war? Why can't you talk about crime and teach us how to stop it? Maybe we should just do like you and use Game Genie to make everything better. Oh, that's right. We can't because Game Genie is a copyrighted product made for video games. Life isn't a video game. And if we could all use Game Genie, then that means people could do the same thing to you. Bend your life with narratives the same way you keep trying with your victims, including my friend Sonic93, YoshiWii1 and Akai Jane. But since you're so badass, why can't you just say in your videos you don't give a damn about them? Why not just say you get to do whatever the hell you want like some epic Giga Chad? Why not make a video telling me I do what I want, how I want, and when I want, like Master Shake from Aqua Teen Hunger Force? I kind of got the quote wrong, but it's still essentially there. Whatever. It's so damn easy. You managed to lie and pass the torch this far. You can very well tell me you slandered those three because you say so. No, you're afraid of getting caught. That's why it's easier for you to hide behind regular accounts you text with that could very well have their IPs tracked and banned legally, with many of you getting locked up for harassing and wishing harm on Jane or Akai, Jane slash Akai, Root slash Sonic93, and Brandon slash YoshiWii1. But everyone believes us. You're just one person, Munchkin. Just one person with 100 videos who's just psychotic and stupid because we say so, and it's common sense to believe whatever we say because it's easy to just judge somebody. Just judge a book by its cover. You got 100 videos. People, let's talk about sounds. If we say he has 100 videos and he doesn't know what he's talking about and that he's just a film brat, think about the sound of it. Don't think about the context of what MunchkinAdversary is saying. Don't think about the context at all. Ignore the context. and think about the sounds. I thought we were talking about integers like math problems and consonants and all that English. Man, why are you people so obsessed with distracting folks from context? Because you are afraid to get caught. So no, not everyone believes you because you barricade your own freaking delusions. You barricade us so that way we can't reach other people who would call you out if they see your bullshit. You try to hide everything. So no, again, not everyone believes you. And numbers do not dictate the truth. Just check out my Shantae meme featuring Patrick Starr. What's up? I can't possibly be stupid if my 500k fans and subscribers help me hide my own stupidity by simply agreeing that I'm not stupid. So, how do you explain that? Translation? I'm with stupid. Duh. Now do you get it? You haters out there, do you get why it's stupid for you to keep attacking these three? Do you get it? Because you make it easier for many of us to prove you're delusional and that you've been slandering these three. Even though YoshiWii1 definitely has that history, he himself was also victimized. I've been trying to help you understand. Plenty of us have been trying to help you understand. And you know what's funny? Does that sound familiar to you? You tried to make Sonic93 understand. You tried to make Akai understand, but you couldn't make yourselves understand. You wanted to just ditch the books, ditch the logic, and just go after people until we talk about you, and you go, MunchkinAdversary started talking about me because he doesn't know what he's talking about. Everybody, since you're like 1,000 subscribers to me, you gotta believe me because I always listen. Feats do not excuse your lies and your negative actions. Your feats, your accomplishments, they do not excuse your negative behavior. You can do a whole lot of good and then do something bad. You can do a whole lot of good for the wrong reasons to invite yourself to do something bad. Do you understand? Stop being so one-sided. Think within the gray area and stop weaponizing people. You're not going to win. If something happens to Sonic93 or YoshiWii1 and Akai, people are going to be on your tail and for a good reason. They're going to call you out and you're going to end up somewhere for the rest of your life as a criminal. Do you understand? No, I don't care if you don't want to understand. The problem is you refuse to the point that you drag other people down with you. It ain't about what you want. Leave them alone.